Hey travel friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing our review of the popular attractions of Galway, Ireland. First up is Quay Street. Quay Street is the main street in downtown Galway. There's shopping, live music, restaurants. It is the happening place day and night. You're going to walk through it multiple times if you're staying downtown.
You'll find that a lot of like popular bars and popular places to eat are along this street. Galway is just really small and very walkable. So just know that like if you're booking accommodations for your visit, you don't necessarily have to be super close, because if you're staying anywhere in the downtown area, you'll go across this street multiple times during your trip.
Yeah, and booking accommodations, if you are on Quay Street, just be aware it might be a little loud at night until midnight or so.
Next place is Eyre Square.
Eyre Square is actually where you're probably going to arrive if you're taking a train or a bus to Galway. It's just a centralized place that you'll see people skateboarding, hanging out, reading books, and it's a good spot to just kind of get your bearings.
I really like it when the center of town is right next to the main transportation hub. The buses stop and start right there. The train stops and starts right there.
You'll end up going there as well for a central meeting point if you're doing any walking tours or anything like that. And again, it's about a 10-minute walk from Quay Street up High Street. It's just a straight shot. So the next popular attraction is going to be Galway Cathedral. Galway Cathedral is a little bit outside of the main part of town. It's located on Nuns Island.
I would say it's definitely a unique one. I enjoyed visiting there. It didn't remind me of any other cathedral, so I was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think that's what's unique about a lot of the cathedrals in Ireland. They're not as gaudy, I would say, as some of the others. There's not a ton of gold. They may have some stained glass, but it's not all stained glass. A lot of them are more stone. So they have this more medieval, really pretty traditional look. It's definitely something to see because it is actually a very large cathedral, all things being said.
And it's very close to where you'll be downtown. So check it out.
Thumbs up.
So the next tourist attraction is going to be the Spanish Arch. I don't know what to say about this one. I would say it amuses me a lot.
Especially that it's a popular attraction. There used to be 3 arches. Now it's 1 arch. It's very central to Quay Street, downtown Galway. You might walk under it and not realize that it's a popular attraction.
Yeah.
There's a great restaurant right past the Spanish Arch, but it is an arch.
It's very amusing to me that this is a popular attraction or listed as an attraction, because if you didn't tell me or I didn't like research it myself, I would have walked under it and had no clue.
It does have a little plaque.
Yeah. But given the ease and convenience of going there.
All right, so the next attraction is going to be the Salt Hill Promenade. This is a little bit outside of Galway City Centre, so you can take a bus there, you can take a car there, or if you're down for a long walk, it is a lovely walk next to Galway Bay. So Salt Hill Promenade, it has ice cream shops, different stores, and then another key attraction a little bit past that is going to be the Black Rock Diving Board. Now, this is something that's really cool to see year-round because people swim and dive into the Atlantic or the Galway Bay all year, all season, even when it's freezing. And so the lines will be very long if it's a gorgeous day, but it is really interesting to pop by and see people that are going into the water when the water is really like freezing.
So the Salt Hill Promenade is quite walkable from the downtown Galway area. The Black Rock Diving Board area, I would say it's probably a lot further of a walk than lots of people would be comfortable with.
Yeah.
So either figure out the bus or do bikes like we did.
Yeah. Double thumbs.
Yeah. I think it's hard I think it's hard to give anything less than double thumbs up when people are diving or swimming in freezing water.
It was a thing that's always been on my bucket list to do it. And unfortunately, when we went, the tide was too low to jump in. I am glad I didn't jump in because that water was cold. So I'm glad I did the dip. And now I can say I did that. Double thumbs. So one of the most popular attractions that you'll see is going to be the Latin Quarter. This is in downtown Galway proper. I believe it encompasses part of Quay Street as well. Latin Quarter is really cute. There's always flags hanging. It's a lively part of the city. You will not have to go out of your way to get there because you will go through it multiple times a day if you're walking around the city.
There are generally like musicians in the streets. This is where you'll find good happening bars. You'll find live music at these bars. Great area.
Yeah.
Thumbs. So the next attraction is called the Long Walk. Barb, you can talk about it.
The Long Walk is this stretch next to, it's actually through the Spanish Arch, and it's a stretch of these really cute painted houses jutting out near where more or less the marina is. The best view of it is actually across the waterway on the other side, which would be in the Claddagh district. But the Long Walk is just known because it's a long walk of a street and it's really cute painted houses. Near the Long Walk, you'll also see a lot of students as well as tourists just hanging out, having a bite to eat, picnic, etc.
I would think about it as a walk. It's not particularly long. It's a walk.
I think it's worth it, especially if you just want a photo and if you like to walk around. Jimmy was not a fan. The next popular attraction is going to be St. Nicholas's Church. It's a medieval church in Galway for the Galway parish. It was built in like the 1300s. It's very old, has a long history, and there are markets that are outside of there. There's like a craft market as well as a food market.
Super, super central. You'll probably walk by this once or twice and maybe not even realize it.
Yeah. The next popular attraction is going to be Lynch's Castle. Taper your expectations here. Back in the day, I believe it might have been a castle. A prominent family named the Lynch family lived there. It is now a bank. There are unique Irish tales about what happened here. So we'll leave that to you. And if you do a walking tour, you can learn about the different things that occurred there. But now it's a bank and it is a really cool looking, I mean, it does still look like a castle. It just kind of looks like one giant piece of maybe the corner of the castle. But again, you'll pass by it. It's on High Street.
The history is more impressive than the structure. Okay.
All right.
The next attraction is Nuns Island. I really like this one. It's sort of
It's like an island with a bunch of inlets.
I can totally imagine if I lived there, I would just be like walking there on my morning walk. You'll see people picnicking there. Just like a very, very nice area. And it's super close to the Latin Quarter.
The thing that's unique about Nuns Island, there are schools, there are houses on Nuns Island. Galway Cathedral is on Nuns Island. There's also a convent there.
I thought it was just really cool walking around this place. And there are green areas, there are like neighborhood areas. It's great.
All right, so next popular attraction is Galway Bay. We've mentioned it a few times. You will see it daily because you are on the Galway Bay. There are cute areas that you can walk by the bay, and that's essentially walking to Salt Hill Promenade if you walk through the Claddagh district.
And our last attraction, I don't know if this is necessarily an attraction, but the ferry to the Aran Islands take off from Galway. So you can go there and, take a ferry to the Aran Islands to explore for a day trip or half a day, I suppose.
Is definitely a big plus for those of you that maybe are traveling without a car or are constrained on how many locations you can go. If you can still maybe do 3 or 4 days in Galway, you can utilize a day to go to the Aran Islands.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our review of the popular attractions. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if we missed anything. And please like and subscribe.
Yep. Till
Happy
next time.
travels.